Whoa, that's really high. Good morning. I've had a shocker of a morning, honestly. So yesterday I had edited the vlog and I'd set it to export, which is the kind of the lengthiest part of the whole editing and exporting process. The vlog that I'm uploading today is half an hour long, which is quite long. And because of that, it takes a lot longer to export, you know, obviously. And so when I set it to export, it said about 2.5, 3 hours. And I thought, okay, that's fine, well, I'll go down and play with Henry, have dinner, visit, and then when they leave, it'll be done. I can upload it tonight and it'll be done tomorrow. And I mean, Lexi and I didn't get back to his until like 4. It was 4 when we were eating breakfast, so I didn't go to bed until about 4:30 at Lexi's. So like, I was knackered last night and I was ready for bed at about 8:30. Absolutely just hit a wall. Hi, I'm going to sleep now. So when it came time to actually go to bed, I came up and my MacBook had turned off. It was plugged into power, but I thought, oh okay, hopefully it's exported. And I had a look, it hadn't exported. So, oh my god. So I set it to export again and went to sleep about 10, by the way. I went to sleep super early and woke up at about 2 and the MacBook was off. And I looked at all my files in the folder of all my files on the MacBook, and it was named 091, which is what the episode is. I keep saying that. The vlog number is, and I saw that and thought, it's done, cool, I'll upload it in the morning. Went back to sleep, woke up at 5 and went to then upload it and saw that actually it hadn't exported. It was a 24 bytes file. The size was 24 bytes, which is like nothing. So something had obviously gone wrong. Oh my god, what is going on? So then I did it again at about 5:30, and I like sat and watched it export. I watched a load of videos as well, but I watched it export. And at 20 to 9, which is when it finished, well, it didn't quite finish. It said 100% and then stopped. Oh, and sorry, and I'd noticed earlier that my MacBook that I'm using to do all of this, that one just there, if you can see it, it was set to turn off after 3 hours of inactivity, which I didn't know. I always set my phone and my MacBooks are set to never turn off because of stuff like this. This used to happen to me all the time and I got so fed up with it. So I just set them to never like turn off automatically. So that's why the last 2 exports didn't work. So I was like, oh okay, it's 5:30. I was quite annoyed that I didn't just notice that. So I exported it again, and when it was done, about 20 to 9 I think it was, it said 100%, but then it just stopped. And again, it was 24 bytes, the file size, and I was going crazy. And it's all because I had enough memory, enough storage to export it. It was like a 3 gig file. I had enough storage, but I only just had enough. And so it started, it would say it's okay to export, and then it would like get there and actually not, well, I don't really know why, but it would panic and like cancel, and then it would just be done. So I deleted a load of stuff. Unbeknownst to me, all of my photos from my phone were on my MacBook. Don't know how that happened. I've like never been on the Photos app on my MacBook, so I deleted all of it. That was about 11 gig of storage. Also, this was the MacBook that we used to use live, you know, so it had all of our like samples that Rob was triggering. It had all of the piano sounds that Rox was playing. So I tried to delete all of those. I know that I was unsuccessful in doing that, but that was about 30 gig. So I've got plenty of room now, and I then just exported it now, and it's done now. And it took an hour to upload, which is a lot longer than usual for our internet. We have great internet here. It's a lot longer than usual, but it took an hour to upload. Now it's processing and it's going to come out about 12. So I've been up for like 7 hours doing this, which is fine. Like I said, I went to bed at 10 and fell asleep pretty quickly after that, so I'm not actually that bothered. Look how cute this is, by the way. Look how cute that is on the boats. Oh. I don't know, feels like I should be going to bed again soon, but it doesn't matter. It's done now. I'm gonna go have breakfast. Hey, so the weather outside is horrible. It's very rainy. I'm gonna swear less because YouTube are now like unmonetizing videos that have excessive swearing, so I'm gonna swear less. It's blooming raining outside a lot. Flipping heck. That's a real kick in the neck. So today can't really have much going on. Already done a few emails. Made sure, I mean, like I said earlier, I've been up for now 10 hours and it's 3:30. So I'm pretty ready to wind down actually, tuck myself in soon. No, I don't know. Cooking dinner tonight for myself and Dad. I've got this like spinach chorizo thing that I make. I was bored one time and I made it and it turned out to be a real hit with the rents. I actually think I make it on a previous vlog and show you how I do it. It's so simple, but it's very tasty and I know that Dad really enjoys it, so I'll probably make that for us later. But that does mean I have to run to the shops, but I'm kind of holding out for it to just get a bit nicer outside before I run to the shops. So until then, don't know, I might just try and climb out of silver on League of Legends. Busy day. So it's a lot later now, it's 25 to 7. The weather is still so awful. Don't know if you can see it, it's still raining. Not as bad as earlier. Earlier was tipping it down. Now it's just like the fine rain that like gets you wet, but like much wetter than you thought it would. You know, you look at it and think, oh, I'll just get sprinkled. But you go out and suddenly flashbacks to year 6 swimming practice and Miss Thorne is telling you to do the lengths, but you don't want to do the lengths, you know. You've just played a football match at lunchtime and you scored 7 and you know, you don't want to swim. Vietnam flashbacks to that moment. Mrs. Thorne she was a cruel mistress. She was kind until you like, you know, didn't have your swimming cap, you were dead to her. Anyway, I digress. It's raining. But now, like I said, it's 25 to 7 and we don't have the stuff that we need for dinner, so I'm going to have to pop out to Sainsbury's. And again, I would have done it earlier, but it's been raining all day and I didn't want to leave these shorts. I still won't. I'm just going to get a bit wet. But yeah, I'm starving, so I'm going to leave. Do I take this to the shop? I mean, yeah. Do I? I saw today a tweet. Amar tweeted that, don't you wish you could find somebody that looks at you the way Lewis looks at his artwork? It's just 4 pictures of me looking at my artwork. Thought it was really funny. Okay, I'm gonna go. If I don't go, I'll never go. We'll stay forever if we don't go. Maybe we're home. It's absolutely horrible outside. Look at all this rain. Disgusting, miserable, grumpy. It's grumpy. So since I went to the Charlbury Fair to see all the fam, my cousin Harry, who's a very good musician and now actually a very good photographer as well, he recommended this band called From Indian Lakes, which I actually heard. They have a song called Am I Alive, which I put on the Spotify playlist. Is that focused on me? Yeah. I put on the Spotify playlist a long time ago when I was on tour with Oh Wonder, so March. And I really enjoyed that song, but for some reason I didn't check out this album. And I thought it was because it wasn't out, but it came out in 2014, so it's definitely out. So they're called From Indian Lakes, and the album that I'm listening to is called Absent Sounds. Looks like this. And it's excellent. I'm really enjoying it, so I implore you to check them out. They're very good. Anyway, I'm going to the shops to pick up stuff for dinner, bring you along so you can see the ingredients. Man, it's so miserable outside. Just look. Horrible. I don't know if you saw in all of that, but they didn't have any spinach, which is like the main part of this meal, that's so annoying. So I got like a variety pack of watercress, spinach and rocket salad. Now I bloomin' hate rocket salad. It's really hard to not swear, you know. It's actually quite a shame. Luke friend called me earlier and asked me to come over tomorrow, so I might do that. It's been a long time since I've seen him, and apparently the Amber Run guys are going to be about as well, which would be really nice. But I don't know if I'm free yet. I was meant to email Matt, I actually forgot. I'm fairly sure I've got nothing on, but I have this thing, like getting older. I mean, I know I'm not old, but getting older, I realise how like vital it is to like be organised with your plans. Sorry, that's the correct way to sneeze. Ridiculous. The amount of times that the amount of times that people have tried to make plans with me and I've thought, I'm sure I've got something on then. And I've thought, I'm sure I've got something on then. The 25th of October rings a bell. And like, I have to like wait until like the 21st of October to realise, actually, do I have anything on or not? And then suddenly that person who asked me to, you know, whatever it may be, come to dinner or lunch or to their gig, I'm suddenly like, I can't go anymore, it's too late, I've left it too late, or whatever. Where was I going with this? Just basically, keep on top of your plans, know what you're doing when, and when you're doing it. I'm gonna start putting stuff in my diary so that I know, you know, when I'm doing it, when I'm doing stuff, and so that I can actually start saying yes to things or no to things if I can't go. And that's my advice to you on this lovely day. Okay, so this song here, Transylvania by McFly, some people will laugh at me, but honestly, the last minute and 10 seconds, honestly, one of the best melodies of this generation, easily. Comes in with it, people marching to the drums. Honestly, like when people, there's a stage when people called McFly the Beatles of our generation, and I didn't laugh at that, but I just thought it was a bit, I don't know, you know, it's, the Beatles are arguably the best band of all time. And so when I was younger and people were comparing McFly to the Beatles, it was just a bit weird to me. But that melody there, the outro of Transylvania, the last 1 minute and 10 seconds, in my eyes, begins to justify that statement. It's a very Beatlesy kind of, that guy did not like me recording in my own car. It's my car, man. Again, I'm gonna use the word implore again. I implore you, so that's 3 times, implore you to listen to the last 1 minute and 10 seconds of Transylvania by McFly.
It's a really beautiful composition. 3 like intertwining melodies, 3 very good melodies. Really, really beautiful. I'm envious of, I guess it was Tom that wrote that, I'm envious of his kind of melodic brain for coming up with that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And like, it's a shame, but a lot of people will think I'm joking. I'm honestly not joking. That is one of the best melodies I've ever heard. Okay, on to dinner. My dad's starving probably. I'm so grumbly. My tummy is grumbly. Dinner done. It was lovely. If anything, I could have had a bit more. The kind of fact that there wasn't any spinach leaves and I had to use those other leads, they reduced down a lot and made the dish quite a bit smaller. But I'm okay with that because Michelle made an incredible Oreo cheesecake for yesterday, for Sunday, when Tom and Mill came over with Henry. And I definitely want some of that, so it's kind of worked out for the good, which is nice. Hey, Bessie. Yes. Good morning. I slept like rubbish. Still not swearing. Slept like soot last night. I was still awake at like 5:30, which is just rubbish because I woke up yesterday at 5:30, so that means I was awake for 24 hours and I couldn't sleep. So annoying, it was so frustrating. So that means that I probably won't go and see Luke today and the Amber Run boys. I am just like so tired, and I've been sleeping so well recently that I don't want to fall back into my old pattern of just not sleeping. I'm so not wanting that ever again. And last night was a little taster of it. So I'm definitely not going out tonight. What I want to do is, football's on tonight, so I was going to miss that and go to London, but I'm going to go to football, tire myself out, have a nice hot bath, and then just go straight to bed at like 9:30 or something. Just get off. I'm so knackered. Good news is that Dad, when he went camping this weekend, he took a load of like sausages and eggs and stuff here, bacon, that he just didn't eat. They had food on site, so I'm gonna make us up like a nice brunch. Got some plum peeled chopped tomatoes as well, so I'm gonna make us a nice brunch, I think. And yeah, that's it. See you in a few hours probably. Breakfast done. It was lovely, really nice actually. Nice to eat at the table with my dad in the morning. It's nice. So, exciting stuff. I got invited to the Call of Duty event, which is basically an event to be one of the first people to play the game, which is pretty massive for me because I like failed school because of this game. So that's like a big deal. I love this game. And although it's gone slightly downhill, this is the remake of Call of Duty 4. Well, it's bundled into the game, which is like one of the best ideas. Well, I mean, people have been asking them to do it for years, but this is, finally they're doing it. That's what I'm probably most excited about, honestly, and I have a chance to play it for the first time, be one of the first people. It's amazing. There's only one issue, is that it was last night, and I wasn't there. So yesterday I was talking to you about documenting plans. I knew I had something on when Luke asked me to come over. I knew I did, but I put the Call of Duty event in my diary as next Monday. And it's probably because we were on a long drive back from Stockton when I got the email. And I was like, brilliant, okay, Monday, stick it in the diary, and I did. It's the wrong bloody Monday. I'm so annoyed, honestly, I'm so annoyed. This grape Snapple is about the only good thing in my life at this very moment in this room. And I don't even know if it tastes nice. Good pop. Smells delicious. It's a bit sugary, but I mean, I'm a sucker for, well, anything grape flavoured I love. But the glass packaging, I love it so much, especially when it's been in the fridge. It's so much colder. I'm so annoyed about Call of Duty event. So I just got off the phone with Henry from Amber Run, and he's actually made me feel really bad about not going to drinks with them. I mean, he hasn't done it on purpose, he's not trying to make me upset or anything, but I do feel really bad. But I just can't. I've been up for, I mean, what was it? It was 5:30 I got up. So that's 24 hours, 5:30. So 36 hours. I've been up for 35 hours. I'm really flagging now. I haven't even made my bed because of the thought of just like climbing in at any point. Yeah, I feel really bad. I should have gone anyway. But the thing I'm scared about, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a loser, but I lived for so long. Sorry. I lived for so long with a messed up body clock. Like years, like probably 7 years with a messed up body clock. On and off, 7 years with a messed up body clock. And I finally tackled that, and for the last, for the last few months, I've slept really well. And this is the first time that I haven't, I've had to, well, not had to pull an all-nighter, but have been completely unable to fall asleep for the whole night. It's the first time in months, which now I'm just kind of terrified. Again, I don't want it to sound stupid, it probably does, but I'm kind of terrified that if I did that again tonight, that it would just mess up my body clock again, And I really, really, really can't deal with that. I honestly, it's just the worst. I love sleep. I absolutely love sleep, and it's one of my, like, I don't want to say like deep fears, but I'm terrified of not being able to sleep again, basically. That scares me. So I'm like, I do feel bad that I'm not going out with them, but at the same time, I need to not go out with them. That's me explaining that to you. I've got football in a few hours, for about 3.5 hours, and I'm having a bath and I'm going to bed. So sorry if today wasn't very eventful, but I've playing a lot of guitar the last 2 days. Like I tend to play the guitar every day, but I tend to just bash out a song or two or a nice melody and then just put it away. But the last couple of days I've been playing it over and over, kind of thing. It's been nice. Right, here at football, I'm so ready for bed, so I can't wait to run around for an hour. Wow, the thing I'm most excited about is the bath afterwards. Oh, the bath. But I do enjoy exercise, I do enjoy football, I do love playing football. I play almost every week now. So yeah, can't wait. This is me before football, and here's me after football. was getting a bit worried because I consider myself a competent footballer. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm certainly not the best player, but you know, I'm competent. I score goals, I get assists. I feel like I could read the game pretty well. And for the last like 4 weeks, I've really struggled at football for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but I have really struggled with just like not completing passes, haven't scored any goals. And it's been a bit frustrating. But today went really well. I scored 4 or 5, assisted about 4 or 5, had a couple of sniffs at like pretty, what I would deem incredible goals. There's one throwing that I just hit straight on the volley and just skimmed the post, the top corner. There's one that I hit on the half volley that I hit way over, but other than that, I'm really happy. I'm really looking forward to a bath, and then bedtime. We've got a few things planned tomorrow. I think the parents are out, which I've been wanting to do a video for my main channel, my music channel, for a while now. But as I've explained countless times, my parents work from home, and I just feel like I'm disturbing their work because I sing quite loud when I sing. So if they are out, then I'll definitely get on that. I've got an idea that I've wanted to do for months now, and I didn't do it when I could have, and I haven't had an opportunity since. So yeah, if they're out, I'm excited to do that. So I need a lot of sleep for that because it's quite testing on my voice. I've also got a Skype call with my sister, Hayley, who lives in Australia. She's married now, and she moved out to Australia a short while ago, so that'll be good. I haven't spoken to her in a while, and she doesn't really know about the deal because of kind of how it happened. It was all quite quick in the end. It was over a long process, but the signing and everything was quite quick, so I just didn't have a chance to tell her. So I'm going to tell her all of that. She wants to see the artwork. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But for the moment, I'm going to go home, have a bath, and go to bed, go to sleep, hopefully. I've now been up for 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've been up for 48 minus 8, 40 hours. So I'm absolutely fruiting knackered. Still not swearing though. Proud of myself. Hot. Hello. So I slept better last night. Thanks for asking. I don't know, I went to bed at like 10:30, and it took me a little while to get to sleep, honestly, which is annoying, but you know, I slept and I woke up at like 8:30 today. Both Dad and Michelle are actually at meetings now, which for some reason I thought was a bit later, because I wanted to get up and warm up my voice and stuff, because I want to record a video for my main channel today. So yeah, hopefully I can still do that in time. We'll see, eh? We'll bloody see. So I'm here with my old MacBook, and it's basically full of just shit. Oh, I can't swear. It's basically just full of tut. I've had this for years now, this MacBook, and this was before I built my PC or got the MacBook from the live show, so this had like my life on it. So I am definitely excited to delete almost everything off of this, because I've got it elsewhere. I've got it in the cloud, I've got it on my MacBook, I've got it on my PC. Yeah, so I'm excited to get rid of a lot of stuff on this, which then means that I can actually use it, because what this does have on it is Logic. So because this has Logic on it, I can use this kind of exclusively as my kind of music production MacBook. So right now I'm just going through and deleting everything that I don't need. Just about 200 gigabytes of data cleared up fairly quickly. I mean, it took me like, I don't know, just over half an hour maybe. I'm not too sure actually, maybe a bit longer than that. A lot of it was just old videos of me singing, which were, oh, so bad, so bad. But it's nice to see that stuff because, well, I don't know, but in order to avoid anybody else seeing that stuff, I've removed it. I was just thinking, I just went to the calendar downstairs, and next week my parents are away on their anniversary. They're going to Vienna, which I'm sure will be incredible. But I'm like, I was panicking, well, not panicking, but I was worrying before because I didn't know, you know, if I have enough time. I don't want to like set everything up and then start recording and then like my dad to come through the door and just be like not confident enough to keep recording, if that makes sense. So like I said, next week they're away for like a few days, so that gives me loads of time to just crack on and do it then, I think. And that was the original plan in my head. That was the original plan anyway, but I thought, oh, they're both out, let's just try and do something. So I'm just gonna actually get head started. I mean, is that a thing? Because if you get a head start, could you not just like shorten that to head started? Also, I have a Skype call with my sister in 8 minutes, so I would really have to rush. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you. Very good.
Good. I think we've got a bit of a delay.
Oh, really? That's nice. Haven't spoke to H in a long time, so that's really nice to speak to her. Right now I'm gonna start editing. This is let me just move this. This is still installing the new update, Sierra, I think it's called. Sierra!
This beat is automatic super.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't ruin my laptop. But we'll see. It's been stuck on 31 minutes for a long time, so it looks like it's going to be a long 31 minutes. Editing time. It's a bit later now and I'm just editing the vlog. I'm not finished and it's already 33 minutes long, so I'm going to have to do some editing down. I'll take out some of the unimportant stuff. If I deem all of it important and I didn't take out anything, then I'm sorry, but it's an extra long vlog today. But yeah, thanks again so much for watching. I didn't receive any colours this week. I asked you to tweet me your favourite colours and I received 0. So I don't think this idea is working very well. Anyway, happy Thursday. Have a lovely weekend and I'll see you on Monday.